Do you find yourself constantly thinking about what all could go wrong in your life? Are you constantly preparing for the worst outcome in anything that you do? Welcome to the Alpha Life Project. You know, this is the place where the focus is on all things you, with an agenda of establishing awareness, enabling analysis, and empowering action in your life. This is Bala, your fellow Alpha Lifer and host, and it's a wonderful, wonderful time for all of us to live our Alpha Life. Today's topic of discussion and introspection is success or failure. What do you prepare for? By the way, I have two separate chapters dedicated to success and failure in my new book, The Art of Making Lemonade. Grab your copy if you already haven't. Coming back to the topic. On the face of it, you would think that the answer is quite easy, right? Success or failure, what does one prepare for after all? You would always want to opt for success, and hence, it seems that you would always be preparing for success. Let's dive in and see. Like always, we'll start with a story. So I have this neighbor who started doing very well in life, earned a lot of money, lot of success, got himself all the material trappings of success. He was particularly very kicked, very enthusiastic about buying his dream luxury car. A swanky white colored one. Dream luxury car. The day he bought it and got it home, he told me it was one of his happiest days in life. Yeah, that is what he told me. He really wanted to buy that car. And he bought it, imagine. Brilliant, right? However, once he bought his dream car, he would never use it. He would still use his old car every single day for traveling around. I was always wondering why. Turned out, he was always worried about what would happen, what could happen if he took out his new luxury car for a drive. He was always thinking about how bad the traffic would be, how vehicles keep cutting lanes. He was terrified about what if some other vehicle just brushed his luxury car by. He simply couldn't bear it. Imagine, he had his dream car but wasn't using it. Want to know what happened here? We will continue the story at the end of the podcast. So what is the success and failure? Everything that you want to do, you want it to be successful, right? No one wants to fail on purpose, ever. Everybody wants loads of success in every single thing that they do. By the way, it's a perfectly normal thing to want. It's a perfectly normal thing to wish for this. Just that, in reality, you don't end up thinking in that manner. Success and failure are two sides of the same coin, but it takes a lifetime for people to even get anywhere near to understanding this. You will, by the way, get it sooner or later. You will get it for sure. Now, some of the things that you attempt end in success, while some end in failure. But your mind, such a beautiful thing. It is wired in such a manner that you want only success. You go only behind success. And you want to avoid failure. It's absolutely okay. All of this comes from prehistoric times. That's right. You never created this in your mind. It has all been pre-programmed. You know, during those times, failure was not being able to get food for your family after a hunting trip, or not being able to ward off an attack from a saber-toothed tiger or any such predator who could basically kill you. Failure during those times usually ended in the termination of one's life. That is how serious failure was. It was nothing like how today's failures are. That was a failure at that time. Success got directly linked to survival, while failure got directly linked to non-survival. Hence, people avoided failure and ran only after success. That got deeply programmed into your mind. So even today, when you think of what you want to do, you may think of getting success in the initial stages. You always think of that only. But what eventually happens is that you start thinking only about all the ways that you could possibly fail. Think about it. Don't you do this always? You start by wanting and thinking of how things would be successful for you, what all successes that you could get, but eventually you start thinking of how things could go sideways. This, makes you either very fearful or makes you feel unprepared at all times. And this leads you to prepare more and more for outcomes that haven't even occurred. They're all outcomes in your head. You've already figured out what all could go wrong, and you've started preparing for all those things. This fear can sometimes, actually most of the times, this fear ends up jamming you up from inside, freezing your actions. Yep, this is your very, very well-known fear of failure. When you start things, you even end up not only just thinking about the outcomes that could go wrong, there is a fantasy around thinking in that manner. You end up fantasizing. You almost live those outcomes, right? It's as if you're almost living those outcomes. Everyone does this, by the way. This is the way the human brain is wired. So it's not your fault if you also do this. You can just blame it on your prehistoric ancestors. However, because you do this, and like all actions, this one also has some serious consequences. Let's understand what is the impact of doing this. So remember this always. Every moment that you spend in thinking about failure and everything that you don't want or that could possibly go wrong is a moment that is spent not thinking about success and what you really want. I'm going to repeat it again. Every moment spent in thinking about failure is a moment spent not thinking about success and what you really want. These thoughts, they plague you. Thoughts of what could happen if you lost your job, what could happen if you ran out of money, what could happen if some relations were to leave you, what could happen if you didn't study properly, and so on and so on. There is a mini hellstorm taking place in that brain of yours. It's torture, pure torture. Now think about this. Why would you even do this? That is, think about what you don't want. Do you go to a restaurant and think about everything that you don't want to order and don't want to eat? You don't, right? So, you end up wasting precious time in all the things that are not needed, and you miss out on doing the things that are actually needed. Imagine this. If you had a crystal ball which could tell you accurately about each and everything that could possibly go wrong while you were starting a new action, what would you do? Would you still end up taking that action? I don't think so. So even though this originated from our prehistoric ancestors, they didn't stop at only thinking about what could go wrong, or they didn't stop at just being fearful. They eventually went out and still did what they had to do. That's why you and I are here, right? We evolved. So I read this beautiful line somewhere and I'm going to quote it here. We are lucky we can't see the storms of tomorrow, or we would keep our ships safe in harbor. It's a beautiful, beautiful line. Very inspiring. But that's how it is to be seen. That is precisely what happens when you focus only on what all could go wrong. Your journey just comes to a standstill. It never even takes off. It never even begins. Now, another important thing is you're actually attracting. Actually, this is the most important thing. Yeah. The most important thing is you are actually attracting the undesired outcome, that is a failure, by constantly thinking about it. Look at it this way. Your mind always tries to bring your thoughts to fruition. Always wants your thoughts to actually fructify. When you think only negative thoughts or only think about everything that could go wrong, you will end up attracting some of these. And you are actually visualizing all those, and they eventually will happen. Boom. think of why things most of the times don't happen the way you want them to, because you're actually thinking of stuff that you don't want to happen. This, my friend, is a creative visualization process going completely wrong for you, because you are visualizing the undesired stuff. Think about it deeply. Do this little exercise. I've spoken about this in one of my earlier podcasts as well. Take one negative thing or one negative outcome that you definitely don't want in your life and keep thinking about it again and again as if it's happening to you. How would you feel? Multiply this multiple times, because you do this for each and every action. It is a mini hellstorm in your mind for sure. So translate this into your life. Pause for a moment and see how this works for you in your life. Figure out which all important areas of your life are filled with a fear of failure, are filled with such thoughts. Where all are you stopping yourself from living your dreams and passions just because you fear that something or everything could go wrong? Think about all such places where you keep thinking about how things will go wrong instead of thinking of how things will go right. Counterintuitive, but you do that. It is very important to understand how the simple act of thinking only about things going wrong actually stops you from living your life fully. So what to do about all of this? This is also, one of the stages of the game called life that you will need to transcend. Oh, on an aside, if you already haven't heard the episode that I've done on the game called life, please do give it a thought, give it a listen. It will shift your perspective on a whole lot of things. It did for me, and it has done for a whole lot of people. So coming back, what needs to be done about all of this? There is actually only one thing that needs to be done. Stop thinking about what all could go wrong and focus on what needs to go right. It's very easily said, right? But look at it this way. For any undesired outcome of yours to not happen, there could be millions of ways on how things may not go your way. But for your desired outcome to actually happen, for you to be successful, you need only one way. Think about it this way. This one way is more than enough for you. Think only about that. Benefit from the power of creative visualization by only thinking about everything that could go right in your life. It is not about sitting with your eyes closed and doing this only for 10 minutes in a day. That's not what creative visualization is all about. Just in the morning, sitting and visualizing. You will need to do this throughout the day. You will need to project it throughout the day. What is the point of 10 minutes of positivity in the morning followed by hours and hours and the entire day of negativity? Doesn't work. So continuing with the example that I was talking about earlier, continuing with the story of my neighbor who bought his dream car but just couldn't bring himself to use it daily. By the way, he did this for months together, months. That luxury car wrapped up in its cover for months together. Then one day, he realized that he was missing out on the joy of driving his dream vehicle just because he was only worried about what all could go wrong. He wasn't thinking about that one thing that could go right, that is his dream ride. The day he realized and transcended this thought, he started using this and he really started enjoying his new car and the drive. More than 99.9% of the things he had imagined haven't happened yet, by the way. Again, think about it deeply. So, let's watch the movie of your life. Just suppose that you continued to think about all the negative outcomes that could go wrong, everything that could go wrong in your life. What if you kept doing this for the longest time? Imagine that. How does your life look like? And just suppose that you were to flip it. And what if you were to think of only that one thing that needs to go right constantly? Only that one thing, I repeat, that needs to go right constantly. How would your life look like if you were to do this continuously? Which is the movie that you would like to watch, and which is the movie of your life that you would like to make? And while you're thinking of all these things, also think about who have you become by constantly thinking about what could go wrong in your life, and who could you possibly become if you were to focus only on what needs to go right. Why is preparing for success so important for you? How would you like to start preparing for it daily, and what steps would you like to take right away? So, you will get what you prepare for. If you really want success in life, then prepare for success. But if you are preparing for failure, life will give you exactly that. You choose it for yourself. Thank you for listening in. If you like to whatever we are talking about here, share it. Please pay it forward by sharing it with people in your life, your circle. They could also benefit from the same. This could be one of the ways in which you could contribute to their life. Once again, welcome to your Alpha Life project.